Well, I can tell you this is a pain in the butt. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. And if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for stopping back by. It's been a little while since we made a video, so we're going to make one today on the old Jaguar here. 97 Jaguar XJ6 X300. We'll try to replace the LCD screen for the odometer. So the first part of it, the video is going to be basically how to remove the gauge cluster. And then the second part, see if we can remove just the LCD screen, try to replace it, because it basically just lights up. It doesn't show the mileage or anything. And I have a whole nother gauge cluster, but I know for a fact once I put it in, it's going to show the mileage from the donor vehicle, and I don't want that. I want the mileage on the that's on this car. And here's the gauge cluster. So we're going to remove this. We'll try to just replace this LCD screen here. So I'm not sure how any of this comes apart, so I'll be learning as I go. Never mind the airbag and everything being out. I'm trying to fix the windshield wiper too. I don't know what's going on with that. I have powered all the fuses, relays, and all that good stuff. Replaced the switch. Still no windshield wipers. So if you got any information on that, leave a comment below. I can show you. It just lights up, but it's kind of hard to get the camera over here. So I'll just post a picture of it right now. And yeah, let's get started. Alright, the first step is to basically get your steering wheel down as far as it can go. As far as I can tell, anyway. And then there should be some screws. Like I said, I'm not sure how this goes, so I may be doing it wrong. So if you see I'm doing something wrong, let me know the easiest way in the comments if you've taken one out. So we're going to remove this bottom fascia right here, and I think it's only 3 screws that hold it in. I believe. This should come down. Unplug the plug, and we can set this to the side. And then there should be some screws up in here. I'm not sure what they are. Not sure if they're Phillips or Torx. They look to be a Torx, so let me find one of those. I'm not sure what size they are. This doesn't have sizes on it, but they're definitely Torx. So now we're just removing these little trays right here under the bottom. Try not to lose them like I did. I'm gonna one of them anyway. I'm sure it's here somewhere. There it is right there. Alright, now I think it's some Phillips under here we gotta take out. Looks like it might be one. And I apologize, I can't get the camera over here so you can actually see them. But now hopefully this comes forward. Maybe not. Looks like there's also a little 10mm bolt. I'm not actually sure if it's 10mm or not. $10mm is too big. Probably an 8 maybe. It is an 8. And I apologize, it's just a nut, not a bolt. I think there's one more, maybe. Like, I'm not sure how this thing comes apart. Now, there's 2 plugs in the back, and you gotta kind of grab them in the middle and pinch. First one came out kind of easy. Second one's being kind of stubborn. Being real stubborn. All right, you should be able to lift this off and out, just like so. All right, so I'm gonna move the camera over there to a little makeshift table over there, and we can go from there. All right, so like I said, this is the donor cluster right here. I know this one says, I think it's 207, 757, something like 200 plus thousand miles. So we want to try to take this out, but first we got to get this flopped over here, and looks like this will flip open, maybe. Find something to set underneath this. It'll hold it up. Hold on 1 second. All right. So it looks like, can y'all see that? I'm not sure y'all can see it. It looks like we should be able to take maybe this off. I don't even know if this is possible. This is really not my forte. So you pop that off. And it looks like maybe take that light bulb out, that light bulb out, and it looks like it's maybe three Phillips screws holding that in. Kind of hard to do this one-handed, but we'll try. All right, try not to lose those little baby screws. So if you see mine, you can see, not sure if you can see it or not, but see where it's broken or something happened right there. This car sat out in the field for a long time before I got it. I think the tags say like 15 on it. And I've been working on it here and there for the past couple of years. So we're gonna just try to replace this. And see what happens. So this is the good one, well, the bad one, I'm sorry. Now let's try to take, I did test this one, so I know it does come on if I pulled it out of the car. So looks like the same thing. Two light bulbs out. Unplug this. Alright, so that's the one we're going to replace. So now it looks like we need to possibly take these two screws out, maybe. Take that little guy off. Now, actually, I don't know what any of this does, to be honest. But I'm assuming this tells the information, so I'm assuming this would be the information as far as mileage that is on my car. So we're gonna try to, like I said, we'll just stick it on the other one. We'll stick this back on there, and them two screws, hopefully. Alright, so this should be the good one. We'll hopefully stick this right back on there like so. Stick this back on here. And I apologize if you can't see it. I'm trying to make sure you can, and look at this, try to put it all back together. Alright. So we'll slide this back over for right now. Flip the top back. Try to get this back down in there. Some type of way. I don't seem to have enough fingers or hands. A little bit of a pain in the, you know what. Came out a whole lot easier. Alright, that was a little bit of a ordeal. Took longer than it should have. Alright, so we can tighten these screws back up. Plug this little guy back in. Put that back in. And this one back in. So it's also probably, if you got a bad bulb, probably a good time to replace them right now. Alright, now we're going to shut it all back up and go reinstall. So I'll move the camera back over there and we'll put it back in. Alright, so off camera I went ahead and reconnected the plugs in the back because that was a little bit of a struggle. But I also tested, make sure I got my mileage, not the 207,000. So I got my mileage, which is 160,494. So that's good. So if you're on Facebook or whatever, in one of those Jaguar groups for XJs or whatever, I did post a question about this, and I got a lot of responses about trying to clock the car. If I replaced the gauge cluster, I was going to get the donor mileage, not my actual mileage. So I don't know how everybody got on that little rant, but that's not what my question was. My question was, can I just replace the LCD screen? So the answer to that is yes, you can. And so I mean, for me, that's good to know, and I hope it helps everybody out there too. So all right, now we're going to put everything back together in reverse, and we should be good to go. Hopefully it goes back easy. My luck, probably won't. All right, that's back down. So now put the screws back in. So we had, basically I had 2 Phillips, I believe, or no, I had, for the actual gauge cluster I took out 4 Phillips screws and 1 8mm nut. Did I need to take all that out? I don't know, but that's what I took out. So we're gonna put these back on real quick and we'll be done. Appears I probably didn't need to take this 8mm nut off. I can't get it started back now. So we're gonna set that to the side for a minute. Grab my Phillips head. Nothing seems more to work right now. Alright, so we got those back in. I'm having trouble with this one. It doesn't really want to go back in. I don't know what's up with that. So, in my world, it doesn't get it. Next up is to put the two bottom covers back on here. If you can remember what side came off one side, because I sure can't. Looks like it's going to fit. And of course, this wants to fight me too a little bit. Well, I can tell you this is a pain in the butt. They go in at an angle, so try to get the screw in there on top of and not be able to see the hole. It's a little bit of a challenge. But we got it, we're gaining. A little bit of a struggle. Now I can find another one, there we go. All right, one more to go. I'm not liking these screws. Alrighty, now for this piece, make sure you plug your plug back in. Nothing seems to want to work right today. There we go. Alrighty, one screw left. We know where that goes, so we'll drop it in the floor. Actually, we'll set it in the ashtray here. Alright, so that's how you remove your gauge cluster on a, this is a 97. I think they're the same, what, 95, 96, 97, all the X300s. It may be similar on other models, not sure. But like I said, that's how you remove it on this to replace your bulbs. If you got a warning light out or something, but in my instance, it's for we replaced the LCD screen, so now we got our correct mileage. And yeah, so I hope this video helps somebody. Hope somebody learned something from it. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, comment, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. And if you know anything about the windshield wipers in these cars, leave a comment or link to something, because they do not work. I have power to all the fuses. I have power to the relays. I replaced the switch. My washer motor works, just not the actual wipers itself. I jumped the relay. The motor works. I put power directly to the motor and it works. So again, if you know something about them, let me know. Hope we can get it fixed, and then maybe that'll be the next video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.